What's up, guys? Christian Retro Lover 4 here, back again with another review. So me and Big Fella 117 went to go see Fantastic Four.
Fantastic Four.
Fantastic Four First Steps, and it was a really excellent movie. One may even say it was fantastic.
Bruh.
So I was actually very skeptical on coming into this movie, especially on how they would treat Galactus and Silver Surfer, or I think in this one it's Shalabal? Shalabal.
An alternate version of the Silver Surfer.
Right. So not technically a female version of Silver Surfer, but instead like a totally different character. But it's still from the comics and stuff. But I was blown away. But I was still blown away, and still it was a very excellent film. And it kind of reminds me a lot of Shang-Chi, where it just it ignores many connections to the previous films, and instead is like brand new. It's like in a brand new setting. So for starters, the introduction was excellent in my opinion, like, because even non-Marvel fans, they kind of know what the Fantastic Four is. So the first 5 minutes are like, yeah, they got into an accident, they got their powers, this is what they look like, and they defeat bad guys. And they even do some kind of references, you know, like where they have their own 60s cartoon show, which is, you know, kind of like how a lot of Gen X kids grew up with Saturday morning cartoons, you know, Justice League, Batman, Superman, Avengers, all that stuff. I also really love the, like, Fallout, Tomorrowland aesthetic. And
it's definitely got that retro futuristic vibe.
Right. Now moving on to the characters. I was also skeptical about Pedro Pascal playing Mr. Fantastic. Pedro Pascal is a great actor, don't get me wrong. But, like, it seems like nowadays he's in a bunch of movies or TV shows as the father, you know, kind of like... Yeah,
that's the thing. Like, I'm not saying he's typecast, because he's very good. Like, he's been, like, in action roles. I think he's been in a couple comedic stuff, too. But, yeah, being a dad is, like... Is he trying to tell us something? Does he want to be a dad someday?
But he was still great as Mr. Fantastic.
Agreed.
The actress was great as Sue Storm. Same thing with
Vanessa Kirby.
Yeah. Johnny Storm and The Thing. They were all great. I kind of miss Johnny's, like, childish banter in the original. But I guess whatever was too childish in the original, he is instead, like, very kind of, like, goofy, but also, like, serious in this one. Especially when it seems like he's in love with the Silver Surfer woman.
And of course, like he even said, sexy aliens.
The Thing, even though I really love the original's design, I do love this design because of how comic accurate it is, as well as how he's just very chill now.
Somehow he grows a beard. Like, how the hell can a person made of rocks grow a beard? I mean, I'm not complaining. He looks great. It's just, I'm wondering how that works.
What I am kind of wondering, though, is that like, during the beginning and near the end of the movie, he kind of, like, flirts with, like, a teacher, I think. But it seems like they kind of, like, ignore that most of the time. So I wonder if, like, in the upcoming Marvel movies or sequels or whatever, they might address that. But I don't know. I haven't read the Fantastic Four comics, so I don't know any, like, particular love interest or anything. So Galactus, I was afraid they were going to nerf him in this movie, but thankfully they didn't. He is stuck in a different, like, universe right now. No, he's stuck at the edge of the universe.
Yes, and because he doesn't have his big-ass ship, which it's got to be pretty freaking big to hold a man that's that tall. But the fact that he doesn't have a ship, and I'm pretty sure he can't, like, fly or whatever, I'm pretty sure that humanity in that Earth is safe for a while. A long while.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of the Dormammu from Doctor Strange. I think he's just stuck in that dimension. He didn't get... I don't remember him getting killed or anything, so, like, that's what I love, is that, like, these iconic Marvel villains, they don't just get killed one-off or whatever. It seems like right now they're just stuck, which is kind of like how a lot of comic books go. They're either, like, put in a corner or something, and then they just run off, and then the villain's like, I'll deal with you guys next time or whatever.
That's kind of like what they did when Superman in the Justice League cartoon, when Doomsday came back, they sent him off to the Phantom Zone.
Yeah. The CGI was excellent. I will say it's kind of weird that they used a CGI baby, but it didn't take me out of it. The action was amazing. The acting was amazing. The overall story was incredible. Really made me emotional sometimes.
Same here.
Overall, just an amazing movie, and I can't wait to see what Kevin Feige does with it in the future, especially that mid-credit scene with Dr. Doom.
Dude, spoilers!
Oh yeah, spoilers. So I also wanted to talk about what my overall opinion on the MCU is. So I think it is far off from being dead, and I think they can make plenty more movies. But my main problem is that they seem to have like a problem with direction as well as wasted potential. So after Endgame, I think Far From Home was decent. The only problem is that they killed off Mysterio. Black Widow, good. It was an okay movie. The only problem is that they nerfed Taskmaster. And then in Thunderbolts, they just straight up shot her, which I will not forgive Thunderbolts for that. It
100%.
is a peak. It is a peak movie. Don't get me wrong, but they still nerfed the fuck out of Taskmaster.
Yes, and the fact that it took a single headshot to kill her after that much wasted potential, I was like, okay, I think that was a middle finger to the fans. Like, come on, man.
I'm not even like I haven't read the comics and stuff, but I remember playing the Spider-Man video game, and I thought Taskmaster was an amazing villain. Like,
exactly, and I'm not... Yeah, if they had, like, that kind of Taskmaster, he would have been a great freaking villain, a great recurring villain who goes up against multiple teams, but nope, wasn't gonna happen.
So like I said, the problem is, like, the direction. So, like, I am fine with having She-Hulk and Miss Marvel and Moon Knight and the Werewolf. I'm fine with all of these, like, superheroes and stuff. But the problem is, like, the direction they're kind of going. Mm-hmm. Where it seemed like they were going to set those up as the new Avengers. But because those shows flopped because of, like, the bad writing and overall, like...
Well, Moon Knight wasn't terrible. And Miss Marvel, it wasn't bad. It was good in its own way. In a coming-of-age type story with superheroes. Right.
I also think the problem was how it was just exclusive to Disney Plus. Like, while yes, some are available on Amazon on Blu-ray, but they're in fucking $50 steelbooks. Like, why can't I just get, like, a regular DVD?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the steelbooks look cool, but $50?
No.
Fucking A.
So, like, it seemed like they were going to set them up as the new Avengers or something, or just come up with a new team, but, like, nope, Thunderbolts, they had to, like, reboot it and then make it the new Avengers or whatever, and then Fantastic Four comes in during a mid-credit scene. So, but, like, I didn't see the Marvels, but from what I've heard about the ending, is that we may see alternate universes with stuff like the X-Men and alternate Avengers, stuff like that. So it seems like not all of those shows on Disney Plus or whatever, they're moving to the side. Basically speaking, they're not... Oh, man, I don't even know where I'm going with this now. It's this MCU stuff is like, you know what the problem is that it's also right issues. It's like, because I mentioned this in this podcast, like, it seemed like they were going to make a whole Sinister Six in Spider-Man Homecoming, and then they just, like, pushed that off to the side and decided to make Venom and Morbius and Kraven the Hunter.
Yeah, and the thing is, in the end of Morbius, which I regrettably watched on a dare, I literally saw that movie just because my friend dared me to. We literally see Morbius meet Adrian Toomes, the Vulture, who somehow ended up in his universe. Nothing came of it, and nothing will. Thanks a lot, Sony.
They could have just then confirmed that Morbius isn't the MCU or whatever. It's just like, I don't know, like a small local villain or some shit. I don't know. Or like, well, J.K. Simmons plays J. Jonah Jameson in both the Raimi and No Way Home. So I guess, I don't know, it's just like, some Marvel movies, they play like the same character and the same actor, but then the same actor comes back and plays different characters, but then different actors play the same character. It's like, just all over the place. That's my problem with the main MCU, is that it's a bunch of wasted potential, and it doesn't, it doesn't seem like they have a clear plan. Thankfully, though, it seems like they are trying to get rid of, old problems. Like, they just wrapped up Vision Quest, from what I've heard, which, is the sequel to WandaVision. And, with Taskmaster, sadly, even though I kind of hate that they put a bullet in her, at least that kind of wraps up everything in Black Widow. I think I'm just going to wrap it up here. So, Fantastic Four, overall excellent movie. Go check it out. I give it it's very close to a 9, but I would say like 8 to 8.5 out of 10. So, any thoughts?
I would say, yeah, this is a good addition to the MCU, and Christian Metro over 4 is right. The MCU is far from dead. I think there are still a lot of stories to be told.
It's like what Bruce Banner once said. These are confusing times.
Oh, that's putting it nicely.
Like, these are confusing timelines that we're in, and maybe Secret Wars and Doomsday will hopefully like merge all the universes together, and then we get a whole ensemble of superheroes and stuff that we'll meet. Anyway, that's about it. See you.
Peace.